The game starts. We have MC facing Morrow, the Copenhagen Games, the Race to Domination tournament. Zerg versus Protoss, Secures Plateau once again, and Mouse Morrow is starting at the bottom left start position. We have his opponent directly at the bottom right. Another Protoss versus Zerg. Actually a matchup that we've been talking quite a lot about with Terran players, with Zerg players, and with Protoss players, of course, as well. And Mana, being a Protoss player yourself, what do you think about this matchup, especially about MC having to face Morrow, who's quite an accomplished player and a really, really good player at the PvZ as well?
I think I'm not the correct person to talk about PvZ, as we all know that I'm just a weak player in PvZ. But also
just walk us through the theory.
Well, I think that PvZ is kind of balanced, but when it goes to the late game, when Protoss will get the Void Race, will get the Colossi, will get the Storm, I think then it's very hard for Zerg to deal with Protoss army, but then Zerg can't let Protoss do this army. It's like some kind of, like PvT in StarCraft 1, you can't let Protoss make like 12 carriers, because then you will be very, very screwed as a Terran.
In the meantime, we already see the first pollen on the bottom of the first ramp for MC, and Morrow has played some amazing games. He has a great variation in style. What do you think is Morrow's strategy against Protoss on this map?
I think he will just play straight up, and he won't do anything to his boss. Yesterday he told me that he likes to cancel his hatchery when Protoss scouted and then go for the roach all-in.
Exactly.
When Protoss is making fast expansion like MC does right now, so maybe he will cancel his hatchery and go for the roach all-in rush. But we'll see, because MC knows perfectly how to counter it, since he did counter it in Stockholm, I think.
Yeah, Morrow did that. He did that yesterday, and I was actually just casting with Mouse Bumblebee and Liquid TLO when it happened. TLO predicted the whole thing, so he knew about the strategy of Morrow, especially on Secures Plateau. And as you can see, we have the Forge first play, we have the Nexus already being built for the Protoss player, and he's in place with his probe. They're ready to set down the first gateway, whereas the Zerg is just about now researching his upgrade for the speed links, and has his queen in production as well. The first cannon being placed already by the Protoss player, and we have a gateway. What do you think MC should do? Is one cannon enough in order to wall off?
Well, it depends if Morrow is going for the roach all-in, or if he wants to go for the run by Zerglings, or if he wants to do some Baneling Bust, because when he wants to do the roach all-in and Baneling Bust, one cannon for sure is not enough, but when it goes for the link run by, you can block with one Zealot or just wall off fully with Cybernetics core, and the links cannot do anything versus this one cannon, because they are not ranged units. But I think MC is going for the cybernetic cores right now, and then he will go for the Stargate to have the Void Ray as the air unit to deal with the roaches or any other aggression by Morrow.
In the meantime, we have one sneaky probe of MC being scouted by the Zergling. Very well done by Morrow, and he's currently just going for the hatchery. He's not throwing down a Roach Warren, and is just trying to annihilate that single probe. Two Zerglings are actually tag teaming up against the probe. And in the meantime, we have one Overlord hovering above the expansion of above the Nexus of the MC of the Protoss player, and we see the cybernetics core and the vision of Morrow right there. He knows about everything that's happening. Is retreating with his Overlord right now, and the second queen for Morrow is currently being produced in the hatchery. We have an eco slide of the Protoss of the Zerg player. It's the third already. Yeah, the third queen being produced. Nice. Well, so that's exactly what we like to see from Morrow, because we've been talking about the third queen quite a lot during this event. The Copenhagen Games just showed us that you need a third queen in order to spread the creep, to defend against opponent's push. And we already have the first active creep tumor for Morrow. I like that a lot. I love it when Zergs are really, really focusing on the creep spread as well and showing us the macro style. So, well, let's have a look at the base of MC. He's going for the second cannon, just to be sure. And Morrow, of course, he knows that he can produce a lot of drones. He's already on 42 worker supply right now and producing another additional 5. So he's on 40, placing down an evolution chamber now and getting a second extractor. And he's already tagging 2 tier 2. So what do you think Morrow wants to do?
Morrow, what do you want to do? Tell me. I have no idea what he's going to do. I think he will do the Roach Warren very soon, and then he will go for the burrow and tunneling as well, and then he will try to make some kind of timing attacks with burrowed roaches. Since MC won't have a lot of colossi, he wants to know that like the window of timing to attack MC in the correct time with the tunneling, so he can just pick up some stalkers or some sentries, and then reproduce his roaches, and then attack once again, pick up another sentries, another immortals or colossi.
In the meantime, we see the Roach run that Mana was currently talking about. We have the tech nearly finished, and Morrow is harvesting gas out of 4 extractors. Is getting the +1 attack upgrade, and as you can see, we have MC with a lot of gateways on the way, as well as the robotics. He's going for robotics play, and Morrow now trying it a little bit safer. He's going for 2 spine crows across at least. He doesn't have too many scouting information, just about how he knows obviously about the expansion and about everything that happened so far, but he doesn't know what's going on in the main base of the Protoss player right now. We have a Hydra list then as well in Morrow for opting for the Roach Hydra combination, and a lot more drones being produced. We have the tunneling claws before the speed, and
so
the
then I think the Hydra list then is only for defense, because when the tunneling is done, he will do a lot of roaches, and as I said, he will just try to timing attack it, and I think he's just afraid of some air units like Void Rays or just mass Phoenixes, because MC likes to do that, and so the Hydra then I think it's only for defense.
We see a lot more harvesters for Morrow, and he's going for a hatchery now, so he's playing a really eco-heavy build. He's going for a lot of drones. He already has more than 60, he's reaching 70. We have the speed upgrade for the Overlords, researching as well the range upgrade for the Hydralisks, and as you can see in the back, we have 1 Spire being built for the Zerg player, and he's still spreading his creep. He's spreading his creep, and he's also walking down with those spine crawlers, and very well done by Morrow so far, so I really like his creep spread, trying to take the 3rd base and actually connecting the bases with the creep as well. In the meantime, we have Phoenixes scouting hallucinations on the map for the Protoss player, and actually MC doesn't have too many units. He's going for the robotics bay just about now, researching the +1 attack upgrade. What do you think should MC do now? He's ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. I think he's going to attack very soon. He has already 6 gateways done. +1 is already done, and he's waiting for first Colossi, and then or will attack, or he will wait for the second Colossi, and there's another timing attack by Protoss when you have +1, 6 gateways, and also the second Colossi. This timing is very deadly, but as we see, Morrow already has the tunneling, the speed Roach upgrade is just started right now, and his 3rd expansion is already done. His creep spread is just awesome. I love it, and it's very good defense by Morrow actually. He's putting spine crawlers on the middle of map actually, and he's creep spreading very well, and I'm not sure if Morrow will be able to defend the 2 Colossi push, because it looks like it will be a 2 Colossi push.
In the meantime, we're just having very well done, but immediately he's burrowing and retreating. So very well done, the Colossi storms over the force fields, and now MC is starting to push a little bit, just poking in there, killing the creep tumors, and we have basically an even army supply. Morrow going for a lot of roaches right now. He has the upper hand in economy, so he can produce a lot of units, but also MC is opting for another Nexus, trying to get the 3rd base, whereas Morrow maybe could build an in-base hatch. I would like to see a macro hatch from Morrow right now. He has a decent income, and of course he will focus on his lava and injects as well right now, a little bit lazy with that last inject, but we see MC right now with a lot of stalkers. Let's have a look at the counts, but right now we have a lot of units streaming in. Morrow is actually unburrowing, it's burrowing again, it is just retreating behind the force field, and this is quite an intense play. 138 supply against 110. I think Morrow can actually take this game if MC leaves him too much time, because his economy is really good. As we can see, he's on 74 worker supply. He's ahead in army supply as well. So Morrow playing a really nice macro and eco game, going for another hatchery, trying to take a 4th base, getting the +2 attack upgrade for his roaches, and corruptors plus the corruption the upgrade for the damage as well. I would love an infestation bit though.
Yeah, that will be actually very nice with fungal growth, the Colossi, and then just burrow and then unburrow near the Colossi and snipe them down. That will be very good, and I think the 4th base of Morrow is kind of late. I'm not sure if he wanted to do it that late, because the third base of MC is already on the full saturated, only gas not mining from this base. And MC is still on 6 gateways, but he did add a second robotics base, and he's pumping out at 2 Immortals right now, and the Twilight Council is in production in MC base. So let's see, where are the oh yeah, there are the stalkers by MC. They're taking the advantage of in the Xel'Naga towers. And now Morrow looks like he's going to move out with 6 Corruptors and a lot of roaches with Burrow and the Overseer. So he will kill the Observer, and then he can burrow very easily, and MC won't have any detection to see the burrowed roaches.
Yeah, I'm really eager to know if that works out, if he's able to snap the Overseer. MC going for Blink right now and adding some Immortals as well, trying to get the second attack upgrade for his ground units. And as we can see up here, we have MC with the Scout. And Morrow is actually looking really good against the Korean player. And here we go. And Morrow shouldn't attack there. This is actually not a good place for a Zerg player to attack. As you can see, there's a really small gap between that cliff. So he definitely shouldn't try to attack right there. He has a lot of Corruptors as well. It's still attacking too. We see a Warp Prism for the Protoss player, and now we have Morrow streaming and taking out the Forge, delaying the upgrade for the Protoss player. I like it, and approaching right now, taking out the Immortals immediately with the Guardian Shield, and the Corruptors are trying to kill all those Colossi, and Morrow has a lot of supplies rebuilding, 25 roaches. We have Blink not being done yet, and the army of Morrow is annihilated. He's taking out the Colossi though. He's still ahead in supply, and he has quite a decent economy, so he killed a lot of Protoss units, and MC was able to warp in additional Stalkers. But who do you really think came out on the top after this fight?
I think this fight was pretty even, because Morrow lost a lot of roaches, but he killed 3 Colossi and also a Forge, which was creating an upgrade. Now another fight by Morrow. NMC now fighting very nicely, focusing Immortals, and now, oh my god, I think Morrow is going to win this fight very easily. Now MC losing a lot of sentries with a lot of energy right now, and MC is forced to move back.
Very well done by Morrow. There were no Colossi in the army mix of the Protoss player. We have 142 supply against 137, and MC is now trying to get his +2 attack upgrade, finally get that. We have the armor upgrade being researched for Morrow, so he's ahead in upgrade. In the meantime, some of the Zealots have been warped into the expansion of Morrow and trying to clear out those drones. So really nice job by MC as well, using that single warp prism. Very well done, and trying to warp in additional units. I quite like that a lot. We have double Robo for the Zerg player, for the Protoss player by now. He's going for double Colossus and the attack upgrade +2 being researched and chrono boosted. In the meantime, let's have a look at the worker supply. 73 against 74. The army supply is in favor of the Zerg player, and he's trying to attack once again. He's maxed already. He's up to 194 supply against 150, and so far MC didn't put that warp prison to any further use.
Oh my god, I think Morrow wants to confuse MC that he has Banelings in the Overlords, and that will be very good. And oh my god, a lot of Immortals versus roaches, now burrowing in and moving with the roaches, focusing Immortals. I'm not sure if that's a correct idea. MC has a lot of units right here and blinking in an aggressive blink, and I think MC is in a good position right now.
Yeah, MC is actually tying the supply numbers and is now blinking in, trying to take down those Overlords. We have him warping some Zealots to the expansion of his opponent, and now he's trying to take out the 4th base of Morrow. Morrow is going to lose that hatchery. Very well done by MC. Very well played by the Protoss player. And Morrow now in a little bit of trouble. He doesn't tech to tier 3. He should have gone, in my opinion, he should have added Broodlords. Broodlords and Infestors are quite a decent late game combination against the Protoss player. He was ahead in economy, he was ahead in supply. He should have been, he should have thought about late game, because right now, as you already said, MC looks really good in that game. But Morrow is still has still a small lead in supply, and he has a lot of gas. He has a lot of gas, trying once again to use burrowed roaches. Writing GG, leaving the game, and MC takes Shakura's plateau. And we have the second map between Morrow and MC, Protoss versus Zerg. Once again, Morrow left the last match on Shakura's plateau. He's spawning at the 3 o'clock start position right now, and cross map we have his opponent. We have the Korean superhouse MC once again starting in blue. And yep, the series is not